Y'all, they messing with me now. I recorded a whole bunch of footage and snatched it down, so we're gonna try to do it again. This time with this phone. I'm gonna backtrack and I'm gonna go quick. Monte Carlo, sweet. Batmobile, sweet. Another Batmobile. Somebody tell me what the difference is in the two Batmobiles. Anyway, we're gonna talk. We got kicks for the ladies, specials. If y'all get the answer right, this is the voice of Nebraska football. If y'all get the question of the day or the anomaly of the day right, can you find the anomaly? Anyone? Where is it? Let's move this over a little bit. Can we find the anomaly? Where is it? Anybody name those guys in there? Anybody? Name those guys right there. Yeah, whatever. Maybe you could, maybe you can't. I don't know. But we're going to get right to it because they might try to cut this off again. And we're going to get it out there. Okay, so we're going to be brief. All right. So we're talking about the pregame game. This is the pregame show for Nebraska versus Illinois. Okay? It's a game where Illinois have kicked the but you know what out of us. And, you know, we need to get some get backs right now. Because it's like somebody coming over to your house and punching you in the nose and there's nothing that you could do about it. We don't want to do that. We want to somehow, some way figure this out. We're going to go over a couple things today. We're going to go over they name captains. And I use paper. I use notes. You got to take good notes. You know what I'm saying? Take good notes. So, you know, you have a game against a team you haven't beat. They beat you down at home. There's only one way to be able to play this team. Because it's like anything else. If you have beat up somebody for so long, all the time, there's a sense of, I'm scared of that person now. So and the bigger guy or the bully, he knows how to smack you around, where to smack you around, because there's video. Listen, folks, there is no secret in Nebraska football, in any type of football. College football is no secrets. You know why? Because the eye in the sky don't lie. And what you do speaks so loud, you never have to open your mouth. I'm going to go red. I'm going to go red for a minute, okay? I'm going to go red. I'm going to go red. I'm going to go cold red. No, I'm coming back live. I'm coming back live. Eventually, I'll go cold red. We'll go Dark Knight in a minute. Right now, I'm riding with the red shirts. You know what I'm saying? We don't get a lot of credit for what we do, but I'm riding with the red shirts right now. I mean, simple as that. That's who I got to ride with. Okay. So we're gonna talk about the first three-time captain in Husker history. We got to have a conversation about that, y'all. We're also going to talk about who the captains are for the team, the juniors that they named. Let's go out. Let's take off red right quick. We're going to take that off right quick. The captains that they named. We're going to talk about what it takes to be a captain. So we're going to talk about, is there a depth chart? Is there a chart anywhere? Is anybody charting who's on the depth chart and where they are? Husker Online, when you guys let me know where we're at here. Another thing we're going to talk about is it guesswork to be able to scout your opponent, especially a coach like Bilma or whatever the heck his name is. I don't even like saying these coaches' names, but whatever. This guy's been playing. I mean, Arkansas, he was the head coach. I think it was another school, he was the head coach. So Illinois is smelling blood. You have to go in a hostile environment, and you have to be a good Illinois well-coached football team. I watched their orange and blue scrimmage. The quarterback is skilled. He can put balls in great places. They've got 3 or 4 Navarro, 3 or 4 Brown at running back. They got receivers that make plays down the field. They have a couple of big tight ends that are just huge targets. Well-coached football team. You've got a defense. They're returning a lot of guys. I mean, if we're talking about a person being a 3-time captain, that means something, that you were able to lead. But when you return in 22 players or starters from a year ago of a team who beat you up pretty doggone good at home, now you got to go on the road. You gotta. Your mindset is everything. Your mindset is everything. You have to get ready to go in there and take everything. Give to them nothing. Take from them everything. When you have to go into someone else's backyard to fight, you better become ready. They handed out black shirts. They gave out 12 black shirts. And there's an anomaly because the top 11 guys has always gotten a black shirt, so I thought. I could be wrong. But this year, they picked, I think we run a 3-4 defense, and we've got, I think 4 defensive linemen are black shirts. We run a 3-4 defense, and I think we've got 5 linebackers that are black shirts. And we run a 3-4 defense, and we've got 3 defensive backs that are black shirts. They might want to, it's not up to me. At the end of the day, somebody's got to prove that they want that other spot. I think the black shirts, being that I had to go against them for 2 years on scout team, I think the black shirts are one of the most dynamic group of people who ever graced that black shirt. It's a privilege to wear that deal, but it's an honor to wear it, but it's also hard work to wear it. You're saying that you are going to work above and beyond the call of that black shirt. So everybody that put that black shirt on before you represent them. One of the things I always think that young guys should do is always go back and watch other players. Again, this is for educational purpose only. But to go watch other players that played your position that was black shirts, or talk to them, but not think that you're going to recreate the wheel. The wheel's already created. You need to figure out how you can make it go faster. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. We're going to talk about practicing in the morning. There's practicing in the morning if there's been some really, really hot days, right? Really, really hot days. And if you practice in the morning, does that prepare you for a 12 o'clock or a 3 o'clock game? Knowing that from 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock or 5 o'clock or whatever time you practice in the morning, we know that by the time 12 high noon comes, The temperature is going to be completely different, guys. Completely different. I had to take a toe scratch. All you athletes that got athlete feet. Athlete feet, send me some or Lotrimin. Somebody send me some stuff for athlete's feet, because I don't think I ever got rid of this stuff at Nebraska, man. Nebraska, send me some type of ointment that I can get rid of these athlete feet, man. My brother and all my people be laughing at me because, you know, so I be itching them toes, man. Sometimes at the end of the day, I got to itch them toes. But anyway, enough of my itchy toes. We also going to talk about the keys to victory, or what I feel like is the keys to victory. Yeah, I listen. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm not even going to say anything. But I want to thank everybody who's tuned in right now. I want to tell you, appreciate you guys. It's been a long time, and I'm going to put on some different hats. So without further ado, I think we're going to put on a different hat. Shout out to the Red Shirts, the Husker offense. Shout out to those guys up front. Shout out to Scott Frost. All y'all, I hope all y'all well. I hope that we go into this game with we refuse to lose attitude. Attitude. A, starts with an A too. Attitude. You gotta have the right attitude. Y'all said, A, attitude. You gotta have the right attitude when you're going into a hostile environment to play the game of football. I digress. Team captains. I just happen to be a team captain. I did get voted by my team. It could have been a farce. I don't know. You know, Scotty was coming back. He was there for 3 years. I was there for 5. I don't know. It was me and him in the runnings. Excuse me. I can't say what I can't say. All I know is we had more captains than just the 4 captains that were chosen to represent, to go out on the coin toss, to be a leader on the field. And there are some guys on that football team who definitely were deserving to be a captain and were captains on the football field. So with that being said, what do captains do on the football field? What's the purpose of a captain? Is it to be a yeller? Is it to be a screamer? Is it to be a doer? Is it to be a conglomerate of all of that? I was fortunate enough to be a captain in 1997, the last championship years. And I would just basically break it down as we were coaches on the field. As far as field generals, we could make people move in the right direction. Sometimes if you're not a good captain and you can make people move in the wrong direction. So it was an honor to be a captain on that team. All of my teammates that I played with are great players. All of my teammates are great teammates. I want to say shout out to the 97 championship team. You guys deserve, man, I can't speak enough of everybody that was on that football team that contributed, from the managers to scout team players to the starters to the coaches to the doke and the medical staff. Everybody that was there deserves a big round of applause. Shout out to all the Huskers that was on that team that's not here as well. But captains they're the type of people who have to get people motivated to get the job done. Period. Okay? Taylor Martinez is the first. Taylor Martinez. What am I talking about? Adrian Martinez. I apologize. Shout out to Adrian Martinez. You can get it done, buddy. But is the first 3-time captain. That says something to the sign of the times. I don't think that will ever happen again. It's going to take a special, especially if Coach Frost is there. It's going to take a special person to be able to say that they're a 3-time captain. I think being a 3-time captain comes with its good perks and bad perks. Better perks come with time. But when you're a youngster and you're a captain, you really 18-year-old, hindsight's 20/20. But I've never would have thought in a million years that a freshman would be a captain of a football team, because most of the times there are people who waited their turn to become a captain or a senior or a junior or a sophomore, and they know what captainship about. So it speaks to a couple different things. You know, on one level, you didn't have any senior leadership, I would have reckoned. You had to have some, because that was a pretty good year when Scott's freshman year and Martinez's freshman year. Hopefully we can get that spark back to be able to turn the corner as a football team, as a head coach and as a quarterback who has been there for 3 years now. Being that I'm talking about Martinez, he's going to have to make good decisions all day, but we'll get back to that. But we definitely want to make sure that as captains we do the dirty work, the things that some people on the team won't do. Some people on the team won't go out there and lay it all on the line and throw blocks and down the field and, you know what I mean, get back up, double, you know, get hit in the face, hit in the ribs. You know what I mean? It's a fight, man. And for all you people that think football's not, that's probably why we're not winning, because you're drinking the Kool-Aid. In order to win, you have to play the game. You play to win the game. You're doing a good job. Anyway, I don't want to talk about recruiting, because I think recruiting is overrated in this moment. It's overrated in this moment, okay? It's overrated in this moment. Recruiting is. But gave out 12 black shirts. There's 12 people that gave out 12. There's 11 on the field. I'm quite sure we've done that before. We gave out multiple black shirts. But I always thought that all the black shirts had a black shirt. And you normally won't start a game with 4 or 5. If you run a 3-4 defense, you don't start a game with 4 defensive linemen. If you run a 3-4 defense, you won't start a game with 5 linebackers. If you run a defense, you won't start a game with 3 defensive backs, usually 4. So that's something that we have to see as time goes on. We have to see if that's going to work out for us. Shout out to Big D, D Square, Double Trouble. Hey man, if Double D can keep the motor going all year, it's going to be tough. They got to get pressure up top. Our defensive line has to change the line of scrimmage. They have a pretty doggone good offense and mix stuff up. They get under the center. They run shotgun. They run a lot of formations. You have to play disciplined football to be able to beat this Illinois football team. They have a really good quarterback. They have a really good supporting cast on offense. And defense, oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm a little tired. I got to get up and go to work in the morning. I'm still working, you know what I'm saying? I don't get to make the big millions coaching anymore, so we got to go to work. For all you people that strive to be football players, NFL guys, or coaches, if you can be a coach, being a coach is a lot better than being a football player. Okay? The only reason why I say it is because now you get to teach people how to destroy their bodies. I mean how to run into people. Shout out to the tough guys on the black shirts, man. But I said I was gonna change my hat, so let me change my hat. That's the hat I'm supposed to have on right now, talking about the black shirts. But now that I am talking about the black shirts, they're gonna have to fly around the ball. They're gonna have to have 12 people around the ball all day long. I said 12 people around the ball all day long in order to win. We're going to have to be physical. We're going to have to win the line of scrimmage. I'm going to say that again. We're going to have to be physical. We're going to have to win the line of scrimmage. You feel me? That was kind of nasty. My bad, y'all. Had a little juicy juice pop out. Hey, y'all, stop eating hot dogs, man. Do your research on hot dogs. Just do your research on hot dogs, okay? Anyway, all right, so I think we talked about practicing in the morning. I might be going back and forth. It's just because I want you to get everything. And this is my first dry run at it. So just practicing in the morning going to be a detriment to any team, especially when you play at 12 o'clock. Like it's 12 o'clock now and I'm tired. Keys to victory. I think this is what everybody's been waiting on. Keys to victory. Number one, we must run the football. Let me say it again. Number one, we must run the football. Listen, we must run the football. Shout out to UPS, man. Because Todd McDoozle, you know what I'm saying, putting it down. Shout out to UPS. We must run the football. How many trucks is running for UPS? Can somebody answer me that question? How many trucks? Listen. Yeah, I'm just playing. Listen, how many trucks does UPS run in a day in the United States? We got to run the football, y'all. We got to run the football. Okay, we cannot, this is number two, we can't turn the ball over. We can't turn the ball over. That means a trip interruption. That means you're on your way to California. You're driving your brand new truck. You got your entire family in the car. It's husband, wife, kids in the back yelling, screaming, having a good time. You're driving down, boom, trip interruption. Catch a flat. That's a trip interruption. It's going to take you some time to get everybody calmed down. And hopefully it's not hot like it is right now. You might have to wait or call AAA. But if, that's why you should buy the packages that they offer at the dealership, because they come in handy in those times of needs. But it's a trip interruption. Instead of taking you 22 hours to get to California, it might take you 30. You're driving. Everything's good. Motoring along, you got the new kids are in the back singing, I'm gonna sing a show for you. When I'm done, I'm gonna eat yours too. Fifi and all the gang eating up everything. And when they get to your house, I'm gonna hear them say, Ma, put up the food now. Here comes Cassie. That's what we used to do to my little cousins. I love y'all. Cassie, Fifi, love you guys. Anyway, we need turnovers. That's number three. Number three, turnovers. So number two, can't turn the ball over. Number one, we must run the ball. Number three, we need turnovers. Number four, we have to tackle the ball. Gang tackling. 12 people to the ball. It's just the keys to victory, y'all. The keys to victory. Put your glasses up, VJ. You're looking like a professor. Number 5. We have to win the kicking game. All facets. Kickoff return, punt return, field goal block. We have to make a big play in special teams in order to win this game. Number 6. Adrian Martinez has to lead and make smart decisions on the football field. Can't do what we did the last couple of years and you rolling out of the pocket and you just run out of bounds. No, throw the ball out of bounds. Great clock management. understanding situations, understanding if it's a 3rd and 4, there's no reason to take the bomb when you can get the first down with the little bitty doink to one of your big tight ends. So, number 6, Adrian has to make smart decisions and lead on the field, especially him being the quarterback and the captain. My 7th and my last key to victory is coaches have to put the players on offense and defense in the best position to win. It starts with coaching. Coaches have to take responsibility for their team. Period. It's your team. So no more can we blame the coverage of Barry. No more can we blame we didn't execute well. No more can we blame shout out to AG, man. Shout out Armand. Shout out AG. Top 5 back in Husker history. I said it. Armand Green is a top 5 back in Husker history. One day, one of my next deals that I do here, we're going to talk about the top 5 running backs in Husker history. VJs, Rashawn Jackson, Batista, Dr. Clairvoyant. I'm having all types of glitches in the matrix, y'all. You see that? That's Batman. Might want to ask some AG about Batman. But I don't know if the young men of today even know who Batman is. They know who this new Batman, but I'm talking about the old Batman. The pow! Blam! Bloom! That Batman. We all got to play like Batman. I done seen Batman beat up like, I don't know. The Joker always had his goons. But Batman used to whoop 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of them. Huh? AG, check that out, bro. I gotta hook you up because I got a lot of those. Hot Wheels. Shout out to y'all. Hot Wheels. Shout out to the Hot Wheels company. Hey, hook me up one time, y'all. I need all the Hot Wheels. If you got some Hot Wheels, I want them. For real. Look at that. I'm addicted to cars, y'all. As we get through this, I'll show you why. Oh my, I love that. It's a Grand National. You know what I'm saying? I'm addicted to these cars right here. Can you see the difference in the 2 Batmobiles? Okay, I gotta put that down. Somebody tell me the years. Is these 2 different years or the same years? Different year, or just different vehicles made at a different time? Shout out to Hot Wheels. So, I gave you my keys to the victory. I told you about captains. I told you everybody's got to play like Batman. If you don't know who Batman is, you might want to ask Armand Green. Another champion of the gridiron. I'm trying to think. AG, you a 3-timer? No, you would have had to come in 94. I think you came in 95, so you're a 2-timer. Shout out to all the national championships, all the national championship teams, all you guys. You guys are all phenomenal players. You're phenomenal people, and hopefully one day, we can get back to that. But let's get to game 1. Let's get to beating up Illinois right now. Let's run the ball down their throats. Let's play some play action. We got to catch the ball. We got to block. We got linemen have got to change the line of scrimmage. On offense, we gotta win all 3 facets of the kicking game. We have to Blackshirts they're gonna have to fly around. It's gonna have to be all those 11 guys, 12 guys to the ball. All 12 guys have to tackle the ball. Killers. And we have to get turnovers. We have to get out of there, okay? Go Big Red. This is your national championship report by 3-time national champ Rashawn Jackson, a.k.a. Dr. Clairvoyant.